The story of SKgeocentric's thinking. These days, people express themselves through their outfits. In fact, clothing production around the world has doubled since the 2000s. People are consuming 60% more clothes than they did 15 years ago. As there are so many fast fashion brands, the lifespan of clothing is getting shorter and shorter. The clothes people throw away are put into used clothing bins or plastic trash bags. Usually, these clothes have no commercial value and are mostly burned or buried. That applies to not only clothes, but also fibers such as carpets and curtains. I'm sure you've heard that even PET bottles are difficult to recycle if they have colors, contamination, or other materials. If these fibers and plastics are not recycled, it will really hurt our planet, right? Isn't there any solution to this? So, SKgeocentric thought long and hard about it and started looking for the most advanced technology in the world. What we found was a technology called Depolymerization by Loop Industries. Then, we decided to work with them. But what is depolymerization? In Korean, it's haejunghap. In Chinese characters, hei means dissolve, and junghap means overlap and combine. With this technology, we can extract and reuse plastic PET from the used PET bottles and fibers like carpets. PET is a high molecular material that combines hundreds of low molecular substances. There are two types of them, and they are combined one after another. Depolymerization is a technology that dissolves the high molecular PET materials and restores them to low molecular substances, which is the raw material. We can combine the low molecular substances and use them for new purposes. So basically, depolymerization is restoring plastics into their original raw material status through chemical decomposition. It's still difficult, isn't it? Now I'll walk you through it. Let's put the shredded colored waste PET or carpet flakes into the reactor. We are going to put a catalyst and methanol in the reactor to stimulate the reaction. When you heat it up, the depolymerization reaction starts. When it's done, you get solid and liquid substances. The solid material is DMT, which is the first basic material of PET. The liquid material can obtain MEG, which is the other basic material. If the two materials are purified separately and polymerized again, you get a new clean PET to use. See? It's not as hard as you thought, right? Why does depolymerization happen? There are usually two types of PET recycling: mechanical recycling and chemical recycling. Mechanical recycling is what we have always done. First, you take used beverage or water bottles made from PET. Then, you shred or split them into small flakes that look like small rice grains. After that, they are washed and reprocessed. This method is simple and easy, but there's a downside. Dirty or colored PET bottles are difficult to recycle. Plus, the quality of recycling goes down, making it difficult to recycle them more than certain times. But if you use chemical recycling technology like depolymerization, you can recycle anything, from dirty or colored PET bottles to fibers and films made from PET. There's no limit on the number of allowed recycling. There's another benefit. PET made with chemical recycling is of the same quality as newly made PET, so you can use it as much as you want for whatever purposes. What makes SKgeocentric and Loop Industries technologies special? We can make products using 100% recycled materials. We can do so with more variety of waste PET as raw materials. It's possible because depolymerization takes place at low temperatures. If depolymerization takes place at a relatively low temperature, you can reduce the substances that harm the purity of products. Why is this important? It means that even if the waste PET has contamination, colors, and other materials in it, we can separate them better and obtain high-purity PET. Isn't it amazing? You can make high-quality products with low-quality raw materials. Because of the technology, SKgeocentric is trying to recycle all kinds of waste PET around the world, beyond Korea. In fact, we will establish a company with Loop next year. And in 2025, we'll build a plant in Ulsan that will process of waste PET. Isn't that great? But it's just a start. We will continue seeking to solve plastic waste problems and looking into various innovative recycling solutions for Earth. Imagine that we get free from plastic waste. Please keep an eye on the journey of SKgeocentric.